Hello, this is a tutorial on how to make commands in script. So, commands are a type of event, but they're a bit special because they've got arguments and other stuff like permissions, etc. So, to define a command, you type command slash and then whatever command you want. So, hello, and then you put a colon, trigger, and then the code inside this block will run whenever the command is executed. So send hello to player. And if we reload scripts and type /hello, it sends hello. So this code is just boilerplate. You can ignore it for now. Any code in here is executed. So if I also put hello to player, then if I reloaded it, then two messages are sent. So we can also have these run on a permission. So permission server.admin, and then if I reload it and if I type /hello, I can execute it. But if I deop myself and I type /hello, I don't have permission. So you can put whatever permission you want here. And this message isn't that pretty, so if you wanted to have a custom message, what you can do is permission message. And then you do not have permission to run this command. Oh, sorry, I think it's a space there. Let me up myself. Wait, no. Sorry. I'll de-up myself, I'll reload scripts, and if I run the command, then my custom message gets sent instead. And if I up myself, then I have permission to run the command. You can also add a description. This is shown by /help, so it's not really used most of the time, but I'm going to show it just to be complete. So if I type /help and then script hello. So it just says this, but if I reload and I type it, then it sends the description. Some other plugins will send a description, but generally it's not worth putting a description unless maybe you're making a public script and you need people to know how to use it. So you can see a usage here. You can put a usage and that'll be sent. So type /hello, and if I reload, then my usage gets shown. And then if I wanted arguments, then I can put angle brackets and then the type of argument. Wait, let me put that usage back. And then the type of argument, so if I wanted a number, then I could do integer, or I could do number if I didn't want it to be a whole number. I'm going to do text or string, they're the same thing, that's just text. So if I type /hello, then because I didn't include the argument, the usage gets sent to me. And if I include the argument, then it works. And we don't do anything with that argument right now, but we could send it to the player. you say hello. And it doesn't have to be a string, so it could be an integer, and that's just a whole number. So if I typed hello hello, then that doesn't work, but if I typed hello 10, then it works. If you want the argument to be optional, oh, sorry, I don't know what I did there. Then you can surround it in square brackets. And then if I reload and type hello 10, then hello you said 10. If I get rid of the argument, then there's no argument, so it just defaults to none. You can test if the argument is there by doing if arg1 is set. Then we do that. Otherwise, then you said no argument. Hello, you said 10. Sometimes you want subcommands. So like, let's say greeting, hello, or greeting, welcome. Let's say we had two commands like this, where help and welcome are just subcommands. We can implement that by doing text. You can choose to have it required, but I prefer to have it optional. And that means that I can just do extra logic if the argument is incorrect rather than only sending the usage. And that also means you can have different permissions for different commands. So I'm going to get rid of all these and basically implement them myself. First, if arg1 is not set, then you used this command incorrectly. Type, oh, I need to change this to greeting. / greeting hello or / greeting welcome. And we don't have other code to run, so just type exit. And then if arg1 is hello, send hello to player, exit. If arg1 is welcome, send welcome to player. And then if the argument isn't any of these, then we just send the help message again. So, / greeting, I used the command incorrectly. / greeting, hi, then that's not a greeting, so it sends a help message. But if I type greeting hello, then it sends hello. If I type greeting welcome, then it sends welcome. You could also have a player as an argument. So yeah, set. So let's set a player variable. Let's set a variable to arg2. But if arg2 is not set, then let's just default it to the sender. So set player to player. And then let's send it to the player we stored in our variable instead. We probably want to send the help message to the original player always though. And then I could do greeting welcome and it should send it to me if our set. So it sends welcome, and then if I type in my username, it still sends welcome. If I type a player that doesn't exist, then I used the command incorrectly. You can also add permissions. So if you wanted hello to require a specific permission, but welcome didn't, you could say if player has permission server.hello. Then we do that. Otherwise, you do not have permission. And if I reload, then I can type /greeting hello and greeting welcome. And then if I de-op myself, I can type greeting welcome, but I can't type greeting hello because I don't have permission. You can also add aliases. So this is basically a different command that does the same thing. So let's say I wanted greet to be an alias of greeting. Then I would do that. And if I reload, then I can type greet hello. Oh. Oh, you're not meant to put the square brackets, sorry. Yes, and /greet works now. This is just a list, so comma separated. You can have greet2, and that command works also. You can also have it executable by player, and then the command works by player if player sends it, but if the console sends it, then this command can only be used by players. You can also have it only executable by the console, and then players can't use it. You can also check if the sender is the console by doing if sender is console, send you are console. And then the command works as normal, but in here, you are console. Okay, I hope that's helped you understand how commands work in script. There's a lot of different arguments that you can put, like types of arguments, so it's not just limited to text, numbers, and players. You can see all the types on the script documentation. Thank you, bye.